Alright, just going to pick up my kid and got some time to spare. Maybe a couple minutes. So I decided to make a video. I just watched a YouTube about liquid Bitcoin, LBTC, and I've got to say, I was extremely impressed. And the more I'm learning about the different application layers of Bitcoin, like Liquid and Lightning, just personally, Liquid looks much more easy to use and grasp your head around than Lightning. If you've ever done a Lightning transaction, it's very different than a typical Bitcoin, Litecoin, or other crypto transactions. Very different. But Liquid looks better. Looks simplified. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe try to do your own small Lightning transaction. It's different, very different. And with Liquid, basically all you're doing is for very small fees, because that's kind of what I was researching for it. I'm tired of the high fees in Bitcoin, and I know that's a tired argument, but they were $100 yesterday. Horrible, awful, $100. You can't have a global currency that's going to cost $100 every time you send 1.1, 0.01 Bitcoin. It's just not worth it. So that's why they talk about different applications, second layers. Lightning is apparently close to being free transactions. You got to get on the Lightning channel though, and that is more trickier than you think. And I'm going to do it tonight, but this Liquid thing, it looked pretty simple. Touch a couple things, your Bitcoin becomes Liquid. To do that, it's like 200 Satoshis, not that difficult. And it looked like, so instead of A to B, wallet A, BTC, to wallet B, BTC, that's like $100 transaction. That's horrible. And on the lower end, sometimes it's a $12 transaction. But these transactions add up and add up and add up. Even if you want your just, even if you just get it on your Bitcoin on an exchange, and then all you want to do is get it on your hardware wallet, that is a transaction. They're sending it to a new public address, so you're getting hit with that transaction fee. Always getting hit with that transaction fee. And so Liquid, I'm much more impressed with Liquid than I am with Lightning. And again, there's different wallets for Lightning. There's different wallets for Liquid. I don't know if there's a wallet yet that has Liquid and Lightning on the same wallet. But you got to play around with these. Some of them are very confusing. I remember when Lightning first came out, oh, it was a mess. And now it's achievable. I can do it. I still don't like the user experience with Lightning. It's very different. It's like, it creates like a, it creates like an order. You just gotta trust me. It's different. But with Liquid, it feels like Bitcoin. You send it to a Liquid Bitcoin address, and the fees are way cheaper. To get it into Liquid, I think it's very minimal, and I don't know what it is to send. It's either free or very low, like 200 Satoshis. When, the other day it was 110,000 Satoshis to send an on-chain transaction. So to me, as of right now, it looks like if we're going to have Bitcoin scale, there'll be other solutions, but Liquid is impressive. I'm going to have to look more into it and see what it feels like from a user experience. Also, the main reason I'm doing this, again, I want to cut down on transaction fees, is, when you use like a certain wallet that you like, or a lending platform, things like that, just to get it on there. If you're stacking sats and just to get it on one of those programs, you're just getting beat up by those transaction fees. And so, I've asked a couple of exchanges, why don't you add Lightning? Why don't you add Lightning? I think there's probably many reasons, But I know one reason for sure, which I would be weary of if I was running a company that had Bitcoin, is, first of all, it's very difficult to wrap your head around with Lightning. And is it possible with all the coming in, coming out? Can you do it from the outside looking in as the customer and the client? And so, I think the Liquid is something that exchanges could possibly embrace. And why would they need to embrace it? Well, if you buy 0.1 Bitcoin, that's, I don't know what it is right now, $5,000. Yeah, like $5,400. If you buy 0.1 Bitcoin and you want to send it to a company like BlockFi or another lending program, or just a company that's going to hold your Bitcoin for you, and I know that some people still hate that, but let's just say you're doing that, you're going to be paying those transaction fees. But if that exchange could set up a system like Liquid or Lightning, and kind of do it in the background, or maybe it gives the user a little bit of functionality to do it. So if I could, let's say I have 0.1 Bitcoin, I send it to BlockFi. Right now, you're going to be hit with that transaction fee. It sucks, but people are doing this all the time. But what about this? You buy your Bitcoin on an exchange, whatever, Cash App. Actually, Cash App is free for transactions. I don't know how they do it, but maybe they're using Liquid. I have no idea. Let's say you buy your Bitcoin on exchange. Let's just, for ease of use, let's Coinbase or Gemini. And on that exchange, you change your Bitcoin into Liquid, send your Liquid Bitcoin to a BlockFi. That's very low fee. And then once it's on BlockFi, you take your Liquid Bitcoin and change that into on-chain Bitcoin. Then you have your real Bitcoin on the platform, and you got it there. You got it from A to B much cheaper. I think that's powerful stuff. Very powerful stuff. Some of the reasons people are into these altcoins is because, well, they're tired of the transaction fees. Look at Ethereum. I mean, why do people use that thing? I have no idea. DeFi and all that, but I feel like another change is it's just gonna take over Ethereum if they can have lower fees. And same thing with Bitcoin. One of the reasons people are looking into altcoins and things like that is because these fees are just so high. People think, well, maybe we need to tinker with the code, do different things to reduce these fees so that we can have a means of transaction. I know that is one of the reasons I'm in Litecoin, is because that is their mission. I will say though, if Liquid is something that takes off, becomes very easy to use, and by the way, apparently it's confidential, it's got fungibility, you can't really track it from the outside looking in. That makes a big case for Bitcoin being the one and only crypto. It's a big if, but crypto is full of big ifs. What I'm saying is, if Bitcoin can solve its scaling problem with these different second layer applications, I'm impressed with Liquid. Maybe it's Lightning, maybe it's a third thing, maybe it's all those things. If they can do it, I might be becoming a Bitcoin maximalist. Oh my God! But hey, I'm not gonna fight the truth of the matter. If they can do that, if it can scale, it can be private. If it can become the perfect money, I'm not gonna stand in the way of that. I love Litecoin, but if Bitcoin can do what Litecoin is trying to do quicker and faster, then I'm beholden to no coin. I'll go to the coin that has the best fundamentals. And if Bitcoin, which it kind of looks like right now, is able to solve these different things, it's going to take some time, years, maybe a decade, I don't know. But if these solutions come to the Bitcoin community and it comes to the Bitcoin protocol, I'll jump ship, because that's the most powerful money in the world, solving billions of problems across the globe and beyond. well then yeah, that's the coin I'm going to choose. All right, that's it. Have a good one.